Zanzibar, a name flavored with cloves, scented with salt, and woven from stories carried on the sea breeze across time. In the narrow stone alleys of the old town, history is not just written in books, it is etched into the walls, carved into the time-worn wooden doors, and whispered through every weathered window. It was here that Arabs met Swahilis, Persians, and Indians left their spices, their fabrics, their languages. These islands were once a great port, where cloves, gold, slaves, and dreams passed through and vanished like waves on the tide. But beyond the minarets and the aroma of pilau lies another way of life, one shaped not by clocks, but by the moon, the tides, and the creaking of a dhow cutting across the water. A life measured not in hours, but in currents. This is not a story of tourism, nor of a history written by outsiders. This is the story of those who rise before the sun, who place their hope in the water each day. The story of the last fisherman of Zanzibar. Before dawn begins to paint the sky in hues of hope, before the crow of the rooster or the muezzin's call echoes from ancient minarets, the ocean is already awake. It breathes early in its timeless rhythm, speaking in the language of waves and the scent of salt, quietly declaring the arrival of a new day to those who know how to listen. Here in Zanzibar, men do not wake to alarms or the noise of the modern world. They are summoned by voiceless signals, the natural music of wind through coconut palms, the gentle brushing of waves against the shore, and an inherited instinct passed down from their forefathers. It is the ocean's call, a silent voice that draws them gently toward the edge of life and livelihood. Their first steps of the morning are calm and reverent. Their feet move across the earth as if treading on memory. Their hands, weathered yet strong, have been shaped by years of sun, salt, and heavy nets, but also by the wisdom of those who have accepted the ocean as their truest teacher. For them, each journey to the sea is not merely work, it is worship, a wordless prayer performed through action. Lifting the boat, spreading the net, reading the sky as if it were scripture. And there, between the last darkness of night and the first light of dawn, the sacred bond between man and sea is renewed. A bond of respect, trust, and the quiet courage to believe that what they seek will not be won by strength alone, but granted through grace.
Wow, this work is tough. Do you enjoy learning? What does it mean to you to carry on this tradition?
Honestly, the work is hard. You really have to earn your living from this job, and we have to see it for ourselves.
So, what will happen to this knowledge if it's not passed on? What will happen in your life if you can't make your own net?
If I truly cannot make my own living, then my entire life will undoubtedly fall completely apart, leaving me with nothing. Because this is my job right here.
So, if your entire life were to completely fall apart, doesn't that truly mean you would have to learn and adapt to the new circumstances?
Yes, I definitely have to learn. Sorry.
Out at sea where the eyes meet the horizon, where sky embraces water in an eternal silence. That is where the true work begins, both of the body and the soul. The sea is no factory bound by schedules or machines. It is an ancient sage, rich with millennia of wisdom, speaking through wordless signs, rewarding only those who learn to listen with patience and humility. Every cast of the net is more than a fishing act. It is a silent prayer, a supplication guided by the direction of the wind, the rhythm of the waves, and the indescribable intuition rising from the depths of one's spirit. It is a gamble and an emotional leap. There is no certainty, no absolute control. The fish caught are not factory-made goods. They are wondrous beings living in harmony with nature's rhythms, moving by the pull of the moon and the warmth of the waters, not by market prices or human demand. True fishermen read the sea as one reads the soul of a beloved, through subtle signs, the changing hue of water, the scent of wind, the murmur of waves, and a silence that speaks volumes. The sea speaks slowly, and only those who are quiet within can truly hear it. But within, you can truly hear it.
Do you know? Where are the fish? Or is it just a feeling? Or is it science?
Fish are a mission, like all things over time. With all calculations, they can disappear like plants. Fish are there, you can see them, they will continue to be revealed, and they are just there.
Okay.
There are more fish now, a truly abundant population, than there were in your time. What has changed? What changed was difficult because distinguishing and making known the differences that are not really differences. Maybe it's that the pain is that the fish have gone deeper and have become harder to catch, like cheetahs. Back in the old days, there were a lot more fish than there are now. In the past, there used to be a lot of fish and they didn't live as long as they do now. Also, the same goes for now. There were so many creatures that it seemed like the fish were everywhere. Now the number of aquatic creatures has increased. Fish have also changed in their nature. The attraction of the creatures and their appearance has become very different. That's why you see fish as if they're gone. Also, the ones that remain have also changed.
Or it's due to the destruction of the ocean.
And the vast ocean doesn't have significant contamination because various fish species come in, and depending on the specific season, sometimes you can observe fish staying in precisely the same place, just like at the very beginning.
Sukiwa West, the sun slowly rises from the eastern horizon, pouring its golden light over the sea. The boats begin to return, drifting gently from the depths of morning. It is the hour of truth, the moment of reckoning. The sea, in its mysterious ways, speaks. Today I have given, or I have remained silent. In boats filled with fish shimmering like silver, joy overflows in the hearts. This is the music of a fruitful harvest, labor that has borne reward. Laughter, children's shouts, and unspoken gratitude fill the air. But in the boats that return empty-handed, there is a heavy silence, not one of blame, but of quiet reflection. Eyes gaze far out, not in anger, but with hope that the sea will not withhold forever. And still, whether there is plenty or none, life flows on like a river. Whether the belly is full or empty, families wait, not only for food, but as the very heart of life itself. In the eyes of children, a father returns not just as a fisherman, but as a pillar of love. The shoreline is not just dry land. It is the beating heart of the community. It is where stories begin and end, where songs of hope, sorrow, and triumph are drawn each day. It is a place of hands working together, women cooking, cleaning fish, neighbors helping one another without condition. It is a place of love that needs no grand words, of hope reborn with every dawn, and of patient strength rooted in unshakable faith. Double asterisks. Beyond the fish and the sea, there are the nets themselves. Things that may seem simple, yet within them are woven lives, memories, and the wisdom of generations. They are not made in factories, nor shaped by machines or precision tools. They are born in human hands, hands weathered and strong, burned by the sun, washed by salt water, yet still remembering each knot tied with care and with meaning. Each knot is more than a knot. It is a story from a particular day, a journey on the ocean, a storm that came without warning, fish that escaped, or those caught in triumph. Each patch is a scar, a mark of struggle, like wounds on skin that say, "Here we fell, but we mended and we carried on." This kind of knowledge is not found in books. It is not taught in classrooms, nor shouted aloud. It is passed on quietly, beneath the shade of baobab trees, where the silence holds patience and wisdom. Through small gestures, a guiding hand, watchful eyes, and silences that teach more than words ever could. It is a kind of learning that asks for heart more than mind, patience more than speed, and respect for inheritance more than hunger for profit. In some way, these nets become ancient manuscripts, not of paper but of rope, hands, and the breath of time. They are written by life itself. They hold the history of a people, reverence for the sea, and a deep, quiet love, not the kind spoken, but the kind shown in daily acts. The kind of love that returns to the ocean, even after coming back empty-handed. The kind of love that keeps mending, again and again, even as the nets tear once more. And so, the nets are not just tools. They are living memory. They breathe, they endure, and they carry the voices of those who came before, those who live now, and those yet to come. Double asterisk.
Who did it?
Asali,
Asali who? Arifali who?
Zuma,
Guma, the modern province of New Guinea?
Bandoni.
The new Bandoni that was found.
Yes, just like that. Don't forget heaven was that.
After that, is it heaven?
Yes, right after that, it's truly heaven.
Afterwards, feet closed.
Afterwards, we close.
Afterwards, eat a lot of toilet. What kind of pain?
Save.
Do you hang around the school area?
Even today.
Even during school time, you had time to play as well. Meetings for class 6, 7?
Yes, exactly like that. You definitely want to wait until 3 o'clock, you know what I mean?
Which third one is also more than here. Later on, you'll see your events here.
Today you have just woken up, so you will find it quite easy to accomplish.
Okay.
But the ancient pact between man and sea is trembling. The ocean, once a generous mother, now answers with silence. Fish have grown scarce. Seasons have lost their shape. Time no longer moves in the rhythms it once knew. The winds have forgotten their songs, and where coral once danced in vibrant color and life, now floats plastic, a bitter, unwanted inheritance from a world losing its memory. New industries driven by the hunger of modernity pulled the youth away from the water, drawing their dreams from the sea to the machines. To be a fisherman today is not only to battle the waves, but to wrestle with time itself, and with the quiet fear of being erased from history. It is a life not just of struggle against the vastness of the sea, but against the silence of a generation forgetting the stories of water and the slow weight of being left behind. Double asterisk. As the sun sets, casting its last golden light across the sea, the sky becomes a painting of fire, pink, and the soft blues of dusk. In that beautiful silence, a new question rises gently into the air. Will the next generation still hear the sea's call? Will there still be those willing to learn the art of knotting nets, to understand the language of tides, and to move with the rhythm of wooden boats? Children sit along the shore, but their eyes no longer rest on the distant horizon as they once did. Their gaze is pulled into glowing screens, phones, games, and digital worlds. City life, secure jobs, and modern tourism offer easier dreams, faster lives, and promises of comfort. And yet, in the eyes of a few, there remains a quiet spark, a flicker, almost hidden, like an echo of ancestral voices, those who once lived by the songs of wind and sea. The question grows louder. It's no longer just about work. It's about identity, about origin. Will we still be people of the sea, or will we vanish with the old winds, becoming only stories in books or exhibits in museums? the sea does not end here. The fisherman's story continues in the waves that rise and fall, in the breath of every soul who stands beside the water, and in the hearts of those who choose to listen to the ancient voice of the ocean. We have seen more than just fish. We have seen resilience without complaint, hands weathered by time yet full of quiet hope, eyes scanning the horizon with unwavering faith. We have heard silences that speak louder than words, and we've learned that fishing is not just a livelihood, it is heritage, it is ritual, it is a way of life. Every net repaired is a page of living history. Every boat that sails is a quiet poem of courage. And each new generation holds the question, will this song survive? We have witnessed, we have remembered, and now it is our turn to care for the sea, to carry the knowledge, to honor the story. Thank you for walking this journey with us. The sea is still speaking. The only question is, are we still listening?